Hey buddy, it's Victor. It's time to Eden Run here, the Binding of Isaac Victor Repentance Plus series. You all did it, Mosh Pit. We are now 2 away from the Like Street goal of Get Down Mr. President Challenge. It's going to be happening, whether we think it's going to or not, on Sunday. So get ready for that one, as I know a lot of people have been waiting for that. And thank you all very much for all the support. It's always the YouTube Shorts that pull us through, and TikTok as well. Thank you both very much for those of you who are on either one of those platforms. Here's your artwork of the day, submitted here by OWHXC. Title thread was Duke of Flies. And then in the thread, they also said, I was bored, so I doodled Duke of Flies. Don't ask me why. I think the more impressive thing here is honestly OWTF's handwriting, because I cannot write like that. I can't even try to do something like that. Those of you who have a very rare Sinvicta signature, you know what I'm talking about. It's my handwriting. I wouldn't necessarily say it's chicken scratch, but it's close. Oh my gosh, you have me curious. Yankee Foxtrot Whiskey Victor lore. Well, we've got Mercurius, which is great. We also have we've also got Dead Sea Trolls, which of course I'm just going to ignore for the most part, unless of course it does give us a if it gives us a soul heart, that'd be great. You know, most of the time it doesn't. Most of the time it just doesn't do anything. With the occasional kamikaze that will hurt you and other undesirable effects. But man, I gotta say that look, even that charged fly didn't even want to take it. I gotta say that with this start, though, I mean, Mercurius leads to lots of good things. We don't have to. Oh my gosh. Is this gonna put us down to a half heart? No, this will take us to a full heart. Yeah. Okay. Okay, had a minor heart attack there for a second. But yeah, so Mercurius will give us a way. Careful. It will give us a way to get through the early runs, the early rooms, without us having to worry about clearing the rooms. Now, you may be wondering how come I'm not using the Satanic Bible yet, and that's a very good question. Had I died right there, that would have been a very stupid death. But it all comes back to the whole, I don't like to use the Satanic Bible unless if I've gone into the boss room already. Just to err on the side of caution, because I want to get stats early on, especially when we're talking about a run where we only have 2.16 tiers and 3.28 damage. But it is a little dicey here with having a full charge on the Satanic Bible and being at a half heart. Yeah, we started with 3 HP, and I appreciate that game. I really do. I saw the shmoove coming. I saw the shmoove coming. So that room would have absolutely made me take it. I'm just looking for a red heart, really. It's all I care about right now. Is just getting one singular red heart. I'm trying my absolute best not to use the Satanic Bible here, but I won't. If it's too dangerous, I'll simply just pop it. So this would be a room where we're almost guaranteed to get hit. So I guess we can go back and go pick up that full charge now. Okay. I did that because I want to preserve that 2-room charge in there. Because we stand to get another soul heart off of here. Now, if you're wondering where that invincibility came from, it came from us getting shot by the Pooter. So very, very kind of awkward, tense start here on a Wednesday. But yeah, I am going to be doing the Get Down Mr. President Challenge, regardless if it hits the Like Street goal or not. I hope it does, because this would be the first time in Mosh Pit history where we have failed a Like Street goal, not just straight up, not changed it, but just straight up failed it. But it's very clear that it's very clear that the majority of the Mosh Pit are not wanting this particular Like Street goal. I know that we've already talked about it before, and anytime I say stuff like that, immediately people are like, no, I actually really, really like it. I like the videos every day. But the thing is that it's also majority here on YouTube, and the audience votes with their thumbs up. That's just how it works. So I promise you that the next Like Street goal that we have is going to be something that people will want to see. Just bombing for extra money here. And we get the coupon, which is technically okay. Let's get that last full charge here. If we hadn't taken so much damage, we would have actually profited that soul heart that I was speaking about from leaving this room here, but of course it didn't happen. We lost the extra soul heart we would have had. I think if the mulligans blow up, I think that they should destroy everything else that they were going to spawn. There's no way that flies would be able to live through that. Don't want to get too close, obviously, because the Pooters love to do that quick shot every now and then. But in terms of starts, with Twisted Pair, this definitely makes it a little bit more palatable. I wouldn't necessarily say this is a good start. I would say it is closer to a bad start. Stats-wise. Now, our movement speed is fine. I have no idea where our Super Secret Room is, and at this point, I'm kind of not caring. I'm gonna keep checking, but the boys. Yeah, there it is. Golden Pill. I'm gonna go ahead and pass on that one. Okay, so at least with the golden bomb, we're going to be able to use this against Widow here for offense. Just going to wait for her to jump, possibly. There we go. Got the nice jump on that bomb there. Yeah, we're going to take the mark, but I'm not going to pay HP for it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use the Satanic Bible, come in here and grab the coupon, and then we're going to leave with the coupon. Mark is a nice upgrade here, though. Going to last week's question of the episode coming in from Sea-Dog, once again, who said, question of the episode, if you could keep one enemy mob as a pet, who would it be? An enemy mob as a pet. I would want to say probably, honestly, just like the regular black flies that don't attack you at all. They're just kind of there. If I had to take one. It's small, it doesn't eat too much. I know people would expect me to say Sissy, but Sissy's not an enemy. So I'm just playing by the rules. I wouldn't want to keep one of those spiders. If we're going off of the scale of spiders here, and Isaac being an actual human, those are giant spiders. And no thank you. Even in a controlled environment where, you know, I know people who keep tarantulas as pets and stuff, and I think that they're crazy. Like, I'm just going to say it. It's crazy. Not like a dog or a cat. It's a tarantula. But, you know, let people do to each their own. You know, it's just, that's not me. Okay, Curse the Man is going to need you to calm the hell down a little bit. I do need a full charge on the coupon before we go into the Devil Deal, especially now that we've lost half of a soul heart. Yeah, I think I would honestly take just one of the non-aggressive, like, just black flies that float around and don't really attack you. I think that's the most logical answer. I suppose you could also take a dip. Like, they don't. It's not like they're going to stink up the place. You put them where they belong, which is right in the toilet. They start acting up, you just get rid of them. Gaming Conception, I'm going to use the coupon. It's not worth the HP upgrade, in my opinion. I think that Gaming Conception is good if you have a way to activate it. It can give you some good stuff. Particularly speaking, Twisted Pair, Incubus, and Debizzle. And the string of shops continue to disappoint. The High Priestess we can use to insta-gib one of the next bosses. Magician, I mean, Magician's fine too, I suppose. I'm just not going to worry about clearing this room here because I am going to use the advantage that we have here, which is Mercurius. Not having to clear rooms, just run right through them is A-okay by me. There's a tinted rock in this room, by the way, and a key. That's the only reason why I'm coming back over here. Otherwise, I would have left this floor already in disgust. In disgust, but also not surprising fashion that RNG is not on my side. And speaking of which, oh man, you talking about RNG? Those of you who are playing, I just wanted to soul harp. That's, I mean, I'll take this too. We can definitely give up some movement speed. We need damage bad. Those of you playing Uma Musume, pretty derby. And see if you see the RNG in there, that's Invicta luck. You thought Darkest Dungeon was bad? Pfft, brother, you have no idea. I made that now infamous community post here on YouTube showing, I don't know about proudly, but showing my time played in Uma Musume, and it's gone up since then. Not gonna lie, I've been putting lots of hours into the game just because it has, as dumb as it sounds, it has such a great gameplay loop that if you're a fan of roguelikes and you also enjoy the sport of horse racing, it checks all those boxes. It really does. Now, you know, and if you I don't want to say undress. If you unpack the fact that they're anime horse girls and just look at it, even if it was just a horse racing game, it would still be an amazing game. And I don't say that lightly. All right, this has been a year in gaming that's had a lot of big surprises. Dune came out of nowhere and blew everybody out of the water. They shipped 1 million copies very, very, very quickly, which is awesome. Could theoretically narrow this down a bit. Could get the 9 volt, but I also kind of just want this HP upgrade here. We kind of need it. But fans of the roguelite genre will, you should give an honest to God good attempt at playing the game. Again, remove the idea that they are indeed anime girls. Okay, just put that aside and look at it from a game standpoint. It's quite impressive. I know it's been out in Japan for a few years now, and that's great because if it was in Japan for that long, that means that there's going to be lots of experienced players on global that are going to be able to help newer players like me, who or who aren't the greatest at it, or they could at least tell you what builds you want, what decks to build, that kind of good stuff. It's definitely consumed my my life for the last couple of days. Before the very stereotypical, which Isaac mod is this? Ever someone, wow, game, wow. All right. Okay, that's the type of run we're gonna have, huh? We're just gonna have a instant super jump as soon as we enter the room type of run, huh? That was something else right there. Not sure if I'm going to keep Coupon over Blank Card. Blank Card was free. Coupon is really only useful in the shop and in Devil Deals. And if you don't get Devil Deals, then guess what? It's not doing anything for you. We are almost certainly not going to make Boss Rush here. Still a little peeved about that super jump, I'm not going to lie. Get a Justice card. It's just not worth it. I'm gonna pass on the gonna pass on the coupon. Yes, you can use it to get free items out of the shop. But let's just put it this way: I'm not going to depend on shops here in this run, especially lately. Like, shops have just been god awful. They have not been that appealing to take. We are going to get the pentagram, however, which is going to give us a very nice damage upgrade. We get the justice card too, so blank card justice is very good for providing us with some pickups: a guaranteed red heart drop, guaranteed key, guaranteed bomb. Yeah, I mean, it's only 6. It is a 6-room cooldown, but honestly, that's way better than something like, say, the Book of Sin, which would only give you half of that. And now, since we've taken blank card, we have now increased the amount of avenues that we can win with now, because we have the versatility of blank card, and seeing if we get any single good tarot card, we're golden. Obviously, Hierophant's going to be a very, very big one. Emperor card's also a very big one to get. We found out that the Emperor card's only a 2-room cooldown, which I think is insane. It's a 2 or 3, I don't remember. It's very low. Joker card is also very low, surprisingly low. Got another tinted rock here. But we need some tears rates. If we're not going to get a tears rate upgrade, then we definitely need to get another set of Twisted Pair, and definitely Incubus. Allow us to shoot multiple shots every shot. Lucky penny, got ourselves a nice little pile of money there. Imagine being able to say you had a pile of money. Oh my goodness. Well, tears rate is going to go straight down the tubes, but C-section, however, is going to greatly increase our killing power, especially with 7.29 damage. If we can just get a solid tears upgrade, we're looking at real solid territory. We're looking at real strong territory, not solid territory. I mean, it's solid territory too, but you know what I mean. Full charge here, might as well. And we get a troll bomb. So even though on paper C-section doesn't actually debuff your tears rate, it still does though. You don't need to look any further than the current screen that you're seeing right now, which is how slow our they almost look like inner eye shots now because they're coming out so lazily. And right there, that pretty much, that to me, I feel vindicated that was another terrible shop, and not taking the coupon was the right decision. Yeah, we do get a solid tears upgrade here. Squeezy. And a Krampus fight. You're seeing the damage, though, really get pumped up. And Love of Coal is also massive here. So if we hurry, we might have a chance for boss rush. But we really gotta book it. I mean, book it. On the item room. Love of Coal is so massive for C-section because of how far of a distance they travel away from Isaac whenever you fire. They do an exponential amount more of damage than just your regular tears. We found the boss right away. We are going to have to clear some rooms here. Having Justice card's great. Blank card, Fool card is actually not that terrible either because it allows you to get out of those challenge rooms and curse rooms for half price later on in the run. Where, you know, money becomes, I would say, arguably less important than pickups and being able to save your HP. Really showing you the full power of Mercurius here. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay. So July, roaring here in the midweek. And we were just gonna keep on looking for the boss room. Well, we didn't find the Fool card, but we've covered so much ground though that we actually made it in tons of time. And Eve's Mascara is now just gonna super pump these C-section shots up. And they're gonna be mega juiced. Looks like the last place to go is the one that has the Fool card. As to be expected, you knew it was gonna happen. Just how we do. The least likely scenario is always the one that comes true. Still think we're gonna have enough time to make it there. Room to spare. I'm just gonna clear this room because I'm tired of looking at it. There's an arcade here too now, which I wouldn't mind playing. Of course, this Bone is taking forever to die. I wouldn't mind playing if we manage to not use our red heart containers here on the Devil Deal. And the reason being is because of the first Devil Deal item we picked up, which of course was Cambion Conception. Big old chunk damage there. Just not realizing our range is also quite terrible. We got hit there? Okay. Yeah, Devil Deals. Devil Deals and Shops have both just been just god-awful lately, man. I don't know what's going on. Been terrible. And so, obviously, we didn't use our red heart container, so now's the perfect time for us to go either play the Blood Bag or play the Demon Judgment. Remember, every single time we take damage, that's adding another little pip to the counter for Cambion Conception. We do get Pisces, which, you know, Pisces is great. It has a little bit of a lesser impact on C-section because they don't really knock things around. They just kind of just hover and destroy things. But it's the effort that I appreciate. And Pisces does break the tears cap as well, which is very nice. You might even call it niceys. Game Kid procking here. And I'll go ahead and take Callus so we don't have to worry about spikes anymore. This does not save us from Mimic Chest, as you just see right there. Have we been in the shop? We haven't been to the shop. Now that we are not under a time constraint, we can kind of move leisurely through this level. I mean, you know, what can I say? It's just terrible. We didn't buy a single thing out of the shop other than blank card. Not out of any other reason other than the fact that there was just nothing to buy. At least nothing that I want anyway. Because we have red hearts and because we have Cambion Conception, I doubt this is the last Demon Judgment we're going to see. And this will allow me to play more to try to queue up more payouts from Cambion Conception than a Fool card will. I did put myself back with the game kit. I was hoping that it's going to refund us a tap or two extra on Demon Judgment, but this Demon Judgment wants to be a jerk. And I've decided midpoint I'm going to see if I can get at least a red heart back. You know, you get to perpetually live in a nightmare where that bomb is right next to you and about to blow, but you don't know when it's going to, and you get to stay there forever. That is your punishment. Screwing me. You will forever live in fear of that bomb going off. You'll never be able to relax. You'll never be able to be happy. Definitely don't need a magician card. And now is when the value of Mercurius can really start to shine. Allowing us to skip these endgame rooms is almost, in a way, kind of a soft teleport meta. Except that we're not teleporting, we're just simply running towards where we want to go. Now, whether or not it's going to be a dead end or not is totally up to RNG in the maps. May have to clear this room because I don't think I'm going to be able to safely get back across here. Yep, so even with the ability to run through the entire map, we do a full clear. Just how we do. How we roll. We did get Demon Judgment, by the way, or Demon Baby, I should say, from the Demon Judgment, taking damage, and we fail another deal with the devil. The Curse, the Unknown. And, you know, some people may not like just being able to just freely run through rooms like this from a viewer standpoint. But from a strategical standpoint, you might as well, right? You save so much danger and so much HP not clearing rooms in late game, unless if I had an active item that really, truly needed to be at a full charge at all times. Like, if we had a better tarot card than a justice card, I totally would be clearing these rooms. But the fact of the matter is that there's just no point to it. If we can get through rooms safely without having to worry about without having to worry about taking damage. And as long as our stats are there, then why not? Where the hell is this boss room? Yeah, well, there's the second map in a row, everybody. How does he do it? I don't know where I got this habit of walking over, not taking these buttons in order. You know, like taking him from the left here and then running up and down instead of running across the room and then having to backtrack. I don't know when I started doing that, but that is the wrong way to do that room. I'm gonna take Dark Prince's crown and Money Equals Power. They both do good things for us. The only caveat that we have to be on one red heart container in order to activate. Dark Prince's crown, and we've gone into 2 dead ends in less than 3 seconds. He did it, everyone. He did it again. Grandpa, look. Oh. There's too many red chests down here for me to pass this up. Yep. 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 Wow. Y'all were in that much of a hurry to make sure you get that hit in, huh? Okay, there's the other wrong way to go. Now let's go over to the right side, shall we? Okay, let's go check up here. Before people are yelling at me that you have the callus, stop walking around spikes. Again, you don't want to get in a bad habit. Don't do it. Don't get in a bad habit of thinking that you've got spikes, spike protection. That's when it gets you. That's when the lack of discipline will bite you in the butt. You're gonna walk over a spike in one random run, thinking that oh yeah, that one time I had spike immunity. Then you know you're gonna be like, Invicta told us so. Should always practice good habits in everything, and especially Isaac. But you'll see me even frequently with bomb protection, bomb immunity, I'll still instinctively back away from bombs and explosions, despite the fact that I don't have to worry about ever taking damage from them. And that is just the product of just muscle memory. Oh, they spawned a bomb lamprey fly up here behind a foot where I couldn't see it, and it immediately charged us. Cute game. E-Bizzle would be nice, but we have no way of safely taking him, obviously. Could potentially be a good tarot card. Where C-section fails is when fighting big big spiders when they split, because we don't have the fire rate to back up the power. So there's a delayed reaction on the damage you deal with C-section. I think I'm going to hold on to the Stars card. We can teleport out if we get in trouble against Lamb. I'm not feeling super confident against this Lamb fight, I'm going to be honest. We should be okay, though. Just depends on Lamb BS here. Lambs? Like that right there. Okay, there we go. We got through it. Yeah, we're gonna do Victory Lap. Let's hope we get a Tears upgrade. Second seed, Papa Foxtrot 9, X-Ray 2, Charlie Echo 2. Now this run gave us a very good start early on. A little nice reward here. We get to do a Victory Lap. Not the strongest Victory Lap I've ever seen, though, so... That is not the strongest item I've ever seen. In fact, I do not like Leo at all. Tapeworm definitely gives me a little bit of pause here. So we can almost get card reading, which would be very useful as well. But we don't really have the HP to be skipping out on random soul hearts that we can get out of the shop right now. We get Speedball, which is a nice welcome pickup here. As we lost a little bit of movement speed there with Small Rock, and then we've gotten it right back. I do not know where the secret rooms are. Super secret rooms here. Just need 1 penny. 1 penny. And we didn't get it. And no, I'm not going to play the sack room shuffle. So we're just going to have to hoof it. No, that was not a Uma Musume reference because I said hoof. No, that's what you were thinking, but I wasn't. I promise. Wouldn't do that to you. We're above the dad puns here. Our style of comedy is, how you say, a little more highbrow than that. Plays game about crying baby and talks about poop. Let's see how long it takes Cardio Coin to screw us here and go to a place we can't reach. Come on, Cardio Coin. I believe. I believe. I believe. I believe. I believe. I believe. Big time damage there. Another range upgrade. I mean, we needed range, but we could take Guppy's tail. That would turn us into Lazarus, but then we'd be at 1 HP. And honestly, this build, I don't know. To be clear, it's not a vote of no confidence in C-Section's ability. The second time we get Bumbo. Maybe we get a third Bumbo. Wouldn't that be cool? Small Rock again. And Tech X I will happily take. And Spoonbender is also... No! What are you doing, you idiot? I was looking at the tinted rock, and my finger was like, "Oh, we bombing the tinted rock." But instead, I bombed the Spoonbender. Yeah, see, it's rooms like that that make me not trust this build all that much. We don't have a stable HP yet. We have not secured a victory here yet. Yes, we do a lot of damage, and yes, we have great tier effects, but this is not enough to build enough confidence in me to say, like, okay, we can start taking it easy, you know? So we really gotta hope we get some HP here. The damage is undeniable. I have no idea where that bomb went. You know what? I'm not gonna even ask questions. And Curse the Blind. Black Bean. I think Black Bean's pretty bad. Not only does it not do good damage, it also tends to push targets away from Isaac. And that can cause problems. Especially when you're not ready for them to be pushed away from you. So we were going the right way all along. The tech babies are in full force right now. I'm honestly surprised we haven't seen another payout yet from Cammy Conception. I thought for sure that by now we'd see D-Bizzle. But again, we can't break past this 2 to 3 HP zone, and we've gotta. There's a tinted rock in here. And honestly, I don't even care what's in the devil deal because it's blind, and I'm not gonna take it. It's just that simple. We don't have any guppy items. There's nothing. We have no red heart containers, so I have no clue the quality of Devil Deal item that we're taking based on the HP that it requires. And did I mention it's a blind item? Like, it's not going to happen. You got to have that kind of gumption, that kind of integrity. You got to have that level of commitment and conviction to say, I'm not going to do that. I'm not gonna. We got rules for a reason, and them's one of the rules. No blind items. Despite me taking Black Bean and floor before. Just asking for one. Just one Red Heart upgrade game. This run right now is very allergic to dropping Red Heart upgrades for some reason. Lucho getting torn up. Maybe 2.0 and a wrong venture over to the northeastern side of the map. Okay. There's all the directions you could have gone and been incorrect. So let's go to the real section now, shall we? That's a full card. We don't need to worry about the full card, though, because we have a blank card stars card. Going to take the Soul Heart. We don't have to worry about doing boss rush. We could do it if I wanted to, but our HP is just not, it's not there. Our DPS is kind of there. It's just a delayed damage that we're doing here. Abba Ding Dong gives us flying and basically refunds the cost of itself, so, and a damage upgrade, but more importantly, flying. And I'm going to take Tractor Beam just for the Tears upgrade. And it hurts again. This is a run of dupes. We can actually go into the curse room for free. There's no reason not to. Because now that we have flying, we can just simply fly in for free and then teleport out with the stars card and be totally fine. I even get a Soul Heart. Or not. There's the maze. Brain broke for a second there. A common question that I see a lot of with Curse the Maze is, does it affect teleports? The answer is yes, it does affect teleports. So even if we have a stars card, for example, and there was an item room on the floor, we would not be guaranteed that we'd be going in there with Curse the Maze. It always has a chance to shuffle you. And it's also kind of dangerous because you can get shuffled into a curse room unwillingly. So you really got to be on your toes with Curse the Maze. It doesn't sound like a dangerous curse, but it can be. We get another non-HP upgrade. I've figured out, by the way, what the game is doing. It's making sure that we can't activate Dark Prince's Crown. I mean, when have you seen and Curse the Blind? When have you seen a run that's been this allergic to dropping HP upgrades? It just so happens to be the run that we have Dark Prince's Crown. Yeah, I rest my case. We can actually farm Blue Larry here for HP, and this is one of the benefits of. There's a nice little exploit here. I wouldn't call it necessarily an exploit, but we can exploit the mechanic of having Blue Larry respawn with a guaranteed drop over and over and over again to just get unlimited HP, and then whenever we're ready to cash in our Soul Hearts or to leave the floor, we can just simply not come back to the room again or just clear it. We're going to leave that one just just fully stocked with soul hearts. If we happen to get a double deal here, we now can take it worry-free. Come on, Stars card. Okay. Stars card, you've been taking us back and forth in the same two zones. Ready for something new here. Oh, good. I honestly didn't even realize that it was Curse the Blind. So yeah, they now drop bombs. So that's fun. This is not a synergy you've ever seen me do because it's honestly not a synergy that I like. It's extremely dangerous synergy. But admittedly a powerful one. We have unlimited HP, so what do we care? Go back and I mean, we're going to need this HP now. Oh, we got hit. I didn't see what hit me there, but we got hit and killed Larry, but that's okay. We're back to full HP anyway. So, yeah, Dr. Fetus, not one of my favorite items. It used to be. But not anymore. We also got PhD for free, which, well, technically not free, but you know what I mean. Like, we didn't have to pay for it in a shop or anything, which, in my mind, constitutes as free. And yeah, we'll go fight old Hushy. We've got full HP. We've got Dr. Fetus C-section. The Wednesday day recording. Time to get the day started. Yeah, we got horse girls to race here. Sure. Might as well go all out with the bombs at this point. And BFF's good. Alright, let's see what this looks like. Yeah, that's real powerful. Tech Hex is making this impossible to see, though. Trying to think of titles for this episode. I originally was gonna call this episode Bomb Babies, but I'm pretty sure that the YouTube algorithm will not like it. I mean, the YouTube algorithm's already been kind of screwing us lately. But that would that would not be great. And I think you're gonna need to come up with something a little bit cleverer than Bomb Babies. Is a unique synergy, that's for sure. Certainly can see the appeal if we end up having explosion immunity, obviously, and it's very, very, very strong. Especially with us having Eve Mascara for our damage multiplier. I think we're definitely gonna have to put an epilepsy warning on this video, unfortunately, which again the YouTube algorithm is not going to like. That is one thing they don't tell you. It does pay attention to everything that goes on your thumbnail, in the content itself. If there's a warning or anything that you put either in text form or image form, the algorithm will penalize you for it. There we go. Yeah, it's the Tech X effect is actually getting pretty tough to watch. I'm sure it doesn't look great on the bitrate either, so you know that we were going to destroy Delirium anyway. But very explosive run. July keeps roaring on here with the exception of a little bit of a slower run earlier this week. I will say that July's the great turnaround still happening. If you enjoyed this episode, everyone make sure you click the like button. Let's get the 3,000 likes up on this video and the next video, so we don't have to prematurely call the Get Down Mr. President challenge. It'll be the first time in Mosh Pit history, and I certainly don't want to do that. So if you'd like to help out, make sure you click the like button, leave a comment down below. I would appreciate it. It supports my channel greatly, and thank you for those of you who like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, I'll see you all next time. Until then, so long, everybody. Thanks for watching this video. I'd like thanks to patrons of mine like Mason Haggerty, Vernon James Ely, and Seven Fangs. If you'd like to have your name read at the end of the episode, check out my Patreon campaign, which you can find at patreon.com/Invicta.